Yes, guys. Welcome to Red Corner Boxing. You're with Jam and Mr. Neutral as always. And we've got a very special guest. We have got the young 19-year-old Northern Irishman, Kyle Smith, who is debuting on the Crocker versus Donovan 2 undercard. It's a show put on by Matchroom. We are very excited to chop it up with them. But just before we do, we're just going to say we are proudly sponsored by Easy Storage and also our proud official apparel suppliers, Boxing Fight Zone. Check them out at your leisure. They have some great content for you, mate. Some great actual merchandise. Look at these bad boys right here. Look, coming up to the Canelo Bud fight. Look at them, mate. You got to get yourself one.
Come on.
You can't go wrong. So, welcome to the show, Kyle. Thank you for coming through to us, mate. It's an absolute pleasure to have you on.
No
How's
worries,
things
mate.
been today, mate? And how's training going?
Oh, going well, mate. Going well. Training away. I'm just getting geared up now. Not long now. Three and a half weeks nearly. So getting sharpening the tools. That's all we're at now.
Yeah, definitely, mate. People are excited, mate. We've all seen your training videos. You look a real prospect. You were fighting at middleweight in the amateurs, is that correct?
My last fight was at middleweight, yeah, but I was more of a super welter, to be fair. Like, I was walking around middleweight and then I just ended up competing. I had maybe 3 fights at middleweight, but I've been a super welter, more or less.
Okay, and is that what you're going to be fighting in the pro ranks as? A super welter,
Yeah,
154?
yeah, 154, yeah. But I think it's wee catch weight for my debut here, so it is. But yeah, no, make super welter handy enough.
Perfect, mate, perfect. Mr. Neutral, I hand it over to you, mate. I'm sure you got some nice questions to fire at Kyle here.
Yes. Welcome, Kyle, to Red Corner Boxing. First and foremost, you've been an amateur since 2017. You got an impressive record of 34 wins and just 5 defeats, all by, very close margins, as we'd expect with 3 rounds. But you're going to be a professional. You've got your first debut coming up. How did you get with Matchroom in the first place? You have to explain that one.
I'm saying with MSD Promotions, which is Mark Dunlap, and he has a good working relationship with Eddie Hearn, so he does. So once the show was announced, I was in the midst of getting all my medicals done, you see, because I'd already really signed over as a professional, but I was in the midst of getting my medicals done, and then Mark got me. He's quite friendly with Eddie, you see, so he was on the Eddie, let's say, and I'm on the card now, so.
Mate, how does that feel, Kyle, to be on such a huge card being held at the home of Northern Ireland football team, Windsor Park in Belfast, Northern Ireland? This must be a dream come true for a debut as well. This ain't like down the road. This is your debut, and you're on one of the biggest cards in Northern Irish history, in my opinion. I know there's been some great fights in Northern Ireland, of course, but this is a huge fight, especially after the controversy with the first fight.
Yeah, no, it's a huge card, no matter where it was, but the fact that it's being held in Windsor Park, which is the home of Northern Ireland football, and it's where, and I'm a big Northern Ireland football fan as well, so I would go to the matches. So to be fighting there on my own fight is a big accomplishment for myself, and to be fighting there on my pro debut, there'll be a lot of eyes on it anyway for the card, as it's going to be the biggest fight in Irish history for the Crocker and Donovan fight.
Yeah,
so,
you've also got Keith Viliarco fighting on there as well.
Yeah.
Another solid guy. He's fighting against Davis, the Black Panther. You've got Tyrone McKenna fighting on there against Moran in the rematch.
Yeah.
So it's a huge card, man. When you got the notification that you're going to be on this card, when it was like officially told to you, what was that feeling like? Can you just try and break it down for the followers, for the watchers?
What was it like? It didn't feel real. It still hasn't really kicked in yet, but I think it'll really kick in come fight week, because obviously if all the build up for the fight week, the press conferences, the media workout, and then the weigh in, and then obviously the fight night. But no, it still doesn't really feel real, to be honest. It doesn't, especially being on a card with Kevin and Lewis. They both boxed for Holy Trinity, which was my amateur boxing club. So to be fighting on a big card like that hasn't really kicked in yet, to be fair.
Yeah. Do you still have your ties with the Holy Trinity Club?
Yeah, I was up. Actually, he was up seeing Mickey Hawkins. You see, he's the main man up there. But I called in Mickey. Mickey owns a few shops. You see, so I was talking to Mickey the other day, last week, or he called up the shop. But I'll be calling up the club here on Monday night. Just I was with Holy Trinity for 8 or 9 years as an amateur, so I owe them a lot as well. And yeah, no, they're brilliant amateur gym. The best, arguably the best.
Yeah.
Like the amount of history in it and the boxes they produce.
Yeah, excellent. Now tell us about, from a young man's point of view, you're 19 years of age, you've had an extensive amateur career since 2017. You're turning pro at this age, got a great first debut card. How is the transition going for you, from training for amateur to now training for debut for your pro appearance?
Yeah, no, the training's different. So it's more intense, obviously, as uh or amateur boxing is only 3 rounds, but even though I'm only fighting a 4 rounder, I'm almost training that I'm doing a 10 or 12 rounder. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm getting that good hard work, and I'm enjoying training with head coach Dan Boyle.
yeah.
We're getting good work in. I'm down in Dublin. I'm sparring in Dublin tomorrow, down in the uh Celtic Warriors gym, I think. So I am. So I'm getting good spars and sparring good experienced guys, and I'm just learning as I go. Really, to be honest.
That's all
Yeah,
you can ask for, Kyle, isn't it, to be honest? That's
Yeah.
fantastic, man. Do you actually know who the opponent is yet? Have we got any inkling of who the opponent actually is?
So there's nothing. There's a few names in the mix, but there's not an opponent confirmed yet. Obviously, you know what boxing's like.
Yeah.
Thing, but no, there's nothing confirmed yet. I think maybe in the next week or two we'll have a solid a name anyway.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely,
not
mate,
worried.
definitely.
I'm just focusing on myself, and it doesn't matter who the opponent is. I'm just worrying about my training and getting everything on my end settled down, and then that's whoever's put in front of me. That's who I have to deal with.
That's their problem,
yeah,
mate, isn't it? That's
yeah.
their problem.
Now you tasted success gaining that belt, the Ulster Championships in your amateur days there. When you won that, was it, what was, give us that sense of feeling, of achievement, and how are you going to take that on into the professional ranks when you're looking for belts?
Yeah, so winning the Ulster Leagues in January, that was a big that's a big competition. You know what I mean? That leaves you the number one spot for going to a major tournaments like the Commonwealth Games, for example. But I remember going as a kid and watching like the likes of Sean McCone and Barry McGrannon fight in the Ulster League finals when I was maybe only 11 or 12. They were fighting in the Ulster Hall, fighting in the elite finals. So yeah, no, it's a big confidence booster that I can hold my own against elite men in the amateur ranks. So I can carry that forward going into the professional ranks. But it's a different game now altogether, I suppose, with amateur boxing and professional boxing. But
Yeah.
I'm learning, and I'm enjoying every minute of it.
What are you going to bring us, Kyle?
What kind of
What
style?
was that?
Like, are you going to be
What are you
ferocious?
going
Are
to
you going
bring
to be
us?
tactical?
Oh, I'm an aggressive counter puncher. Let's say I'm an aggressive counter puncher. I like to hit and not get hit, and force my opponent to make mistakes. I'm good
The
at
art of boxing,
that.
brother. Mayweather style.
Yeah, well, I have a bit of power about me as well, so I can thump him in when I need to. Yeah, so I can thump him in too. But um, you'll see in the 13th anyway. You'll get a glimpse.
I was going to say, mate, I've seen a
Yeah,
few
I
of
was
your
going to say,
training vids. So I've
but
already
I,
seen, mate, you
but
can bloody whack. You can whack.
I have to ask you though, from the 3 rounders, although this is going to be a 4, you're going to be moving on to such, but it's still the emphasis on fast starts.
Yeah, no, it's pacing yourself really, isn't it? It's just more different. Amateur boxing's 3 rounds. It's almost like a sprint. You know what I mean? If you get hit a shot or maybe 2 shots, you're rushing to hit them 3 shots or more to make sure you're winning the rounds. But No, well, 4 rounders, and even I can tell even from I know sparring and fighting's different, but from the spars I've had, everything's slowed down a bit. You know what I mean? You're not bounced about in your feet as much. You're not the same output you're throwing's different. But no, it's obviously I'm fighting on my first fight, so it'll be a different pace as well, and it's up in that tempo when you need to, but then knowing when to bring it down.
Can you give us any names of the
Good.
people you've been sparring with, Kyle, or is that not allowed?
Oh, not loud, not loud. Sorry, no, no, but
That's
no,
fine.
but
That's fine. No,
go with
we're
that,
not
go
going
with
to
that.
force you.
I had to ask, mate. I apologise. I had to ask. I had to ask.
No,
Right,
it's
we're
go
not
with
going
that.
to force you.
Getting there.
So,
You
is
know
there
it.
a plan? Have Matchroom given you any indicators, say if you do well in your debut, that maybe they want to see you out again on one of the cards in the near future?
Yeah, well, it's been more my manager slash promoter Mark Dunlap.
Yeah,
I've a two year contract with Mark, so uh, I'm hoping probably to be fighting twice this year. Obviously the 13th, and I would like to get out again before Christmas time. So and then back in date again after the new year. So it's just I'm obviously very young into my professional career, so it's just activity would be key. Like,
absolutely. I think you're going to be on one of the biggest UK cards this year. You're going to be well exposed, if you like, on this card.
Live
It's a
on the zone
fantastic
worldwide.
opportunity. Turkey Al Sheikh will probably no doubt be watching. He likes the up and coming grassroots boxers,
yeah,
and yeah, it's fantastic. You're entering boxing in exciting times for
yes,
especially for young boxers. And we wish you the very best of luck, Kyle, because
thank you
we
very
can't
much.
wait to see it now that we've spoken to you. We got a little bit of your mindset. Now, give us a. Are you any good at trash talking?
Listen, not that's not my go-to. To be fair, you know what I mean. I'm a boxer. I get in and let my hands do the talking. That's
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 good.
my form of trash
But
talk. So
there'll be things on your journey that are going to wind you up. Don't fall for it.
I
Let them
let
do
let
the
them let
talking.
them not nothing faces me. You know what I mean? I've been around boxing long enough to
Good man.
with people trying to play mind games on you, and especially when I was younger, you're
Seen it
yeah,
all now.
You
yeah.
do
Well, I've
seem
seen a
very
lot of
cool,
it,
calm, and
but
calculated, Kyle. To be fair, you do seem level-headed, mate. For a
Yeah,
19-year-old,
he's a
I
bit
wasn't
cool.
as
This one.
cool as you at 19, mate. I was pretty wild, and that's probably why I didn't make it to as far as you've got already. But who would be your dream fight down the line? Like, say the game stayed the same, so at 154. I know Bud's moving up now to fight Canelo
yeah.
168. Who would you, in a dream scenario, say 5 years, 6 years down the line, who would you be at Madison Square Garden or Las Vegas against?
154. Uh, Virgil Ortiz, he's a very exciting fighter. So he is. I'm a fan of him. Like, but and then obviously Boots has moved up to 154 in recent times, so that's another big name. Like, but I'm nowhere near them boys at the minute, so that's a that's a dream away.
Okay.
It's a pipe
But
dream, isn't it? But it's nice to believe, mate. You've got to believe to
yeah,
get to
no,
them.
no,
And, everyone
yeah,
believes at one point. Manny Pacquiao had to believe. Mayweather had
yeah,
to believe. You got to believe in
yeah,
yourself, bro. You got to.
yeah.
Let's
No,
do
no.
let's do a couple of predictions with young Kyle. Right, Kyle. Canelo Crawford.
Canelo Crawford. I'm a bit on the fence with it because Crawford's obviously put on a lot of weight. Obviously at 168 now, but he seems to be moving all right, and I think Canelo's obviously on the slide as well. Even though he's similar age to Crawford, but he's been a professional since he was 15 or something, so he's had a lot of fights. But I think Crawford made out boxing. I don't know. I just have that feeling about me. Crawford's not stupid. And I think Canelo's more just about the money at this stage. So I know it's a big payday for him. So
Mm,
I think Crawford's chasing more legacy than what. It's a lose-lose for Canelo either way, the fight.
This is true.
So
This is true. And well
It
said, by
is.
the way. There's a lot of people I've been noticing lately, James, that are starting to favour Crawford in this fight. It's
Including the
yeah,
bookmakers.
it's interesting.
but you can never count out Canelo. But you know what I mean, the power he has, and
Yes.
like he was. was only a few years where he was knocking out light heavyweights. So the count, it's a 50-50 fight. So
It is, and he's got that
Very
granite
much
chin
so.
as well. He doesn't get hurt, does
yeah,
he? He's got such a solid chin.
yeah, Golovkin hit him everything, and he was still there. So
Yeah.
no, it'll
Not
not
too,
be.
not too long ago, it was a fantasy fight. This is what's
Yeah.
amazing in
Well,
boxing.
look
Now
what's
we
been
got
announced lately, Neutral.
Frank and Jake
Jake
Paul.
Paul,
has
that's
been
what I was just going to
announced.
touch on.
Yeah,
I
I
was
know,
just going to touch on that with Kyle.
That's madness. Like, so that's madness. 134 or whatever Javante is, and they're trying to make a fight with Jake Paul, and they're
It's
talking
actually
about.
been announced, Kyle. It's been announced. It's happening
Yeah,
on
no,
November the 14th.
yeah, that's crazy. Like, but money talks.
Money
So,
talks. Money talks. Look, we want to give a big shout out to Hawker Ringside Live. He's out in Orlando. His press for the MVP card. No, am
Yeah,
I right?
it is the MVP
Yeah.
card. It is, in Orlando at the Caribe
In
Rodeo.
Orlando. We got Lee Mack in the building. Well done, Lee Mack. We got SWS Boxing. Yes, young Sammy, who says he's got Canelo by split decision, guys. This is what I mean. He's a thing. Kyle, great stuff, man. We look forward to September the 13th, and especially after that, we'd love to have you on again because we're very interested to see your journey. And we'd love to tag along, mate, and see how our young Celtic warrior gets on, mate, because I'm certainly looking forward to the jams.
Yeah, exactly the same, Kyle. Thank you so much for your time, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. You're such a level-headed young man. It's unbelievable, honestly. It's literally, it's worrying, mate. You seem a bit
He's a bit scary, that.
you're
He's a
going to
bit
kill someone in
too.
the ring, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
you're
a bit too
dangerous. You're a
level-headed.
danger man. I love it. I
Great
absolutely
stuff.
love it, mate. Trust me, everyone watching, follow this young man's journey because I'm telling
Absolutely.
you, I've got that feeling that he's going to be something special. I genuinely
Yeah,
have.
Kyle,
So just keep your eyes
tell
on
them where
Kyle
they can
Smith.
find you, man. Tell them where they can find you.
My socials, do you mean?
Yes, please.
So my Instagram, I think it's well, most of my socials are just Kyle Smith 05 _. So they are just
There
nice
you go.
nice and
You
simple.
can find Kyle. Make sure you do. Give him all the support. We certainly will. Red Corner Boxing. From all of us. But let's remember this program is sponsored by EasyStorage.com for all your local nationwide needs. They handle your goods for care, and Boxing Fight Zone for your merchandise needs. There you go. Some of the cracking stuff they got there. Check the bios. Once again, Carl Smith, thanks for being on Red Corner Boxing. It's been fabulous talking to you, and we'll be
Cheers,
watching
lads. Thank you.
September the 13th. See you now. Bye bye.
Yes.
God bless.
Thank you. No worries.